My name is Fash, you're watching the Channel Explorer, and this is 24 Hours in Birmingham. So I'm in Birmingham today with my sister. Say hi. And yeah, Birmingham, if you didn't know, is the second largest city in the UK, and it's often overlooked as a place to visit. And so I thought in today's video I should just try and sort of make it more appealing and show you why you guys should visit Birmingham if you haven't already. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of walking through Birmingham's Chinatown. It's early Sunday morning, it's about 10 AM at the moment, so a lot of places are still closed. But I can imagine during the weekday these places are probably bustling with people. So I've been to Birmingham a few times before. In fact, last time I was here was during the 2019 Cricket World Cup. So a great game at Edgbaston, New Zealand beating South Africa with Kane Williamson hitting a six and getting a century on the last over of the game. We've just stopped off at this Peace Garden, which has loads of memorials, as you can see, dedicated to people who died in the city during World War II, during the various air raids taken by the Germans. Obviously, it's quite sad to see. This memorial serves as a good reminder to all those people who lost their lives. If you come to Birmingham with your kids, then you might want to visit Sea Life Aquarium. I've been to the one in London, and if it's anything like the one in London, it's definitely worth a visit. The one in London has sharks, and apparently the one here has the only sea otters in the UK. And also nearby the aquarium is Brindley Place, which is full of coffee shops, and it's just a nice place to sit down and eat, especially when the weather is so nice like it is today. If you ever speak to a local from Birmingham and ask them for a fun fact, I can assure you the first thing they'll probably say is that Birmingham has more canals than Venice. As you can see behind me, we're walking by one of those canals. If you didn't know, Birmingham has a very strong industrial past, and the canals form a strong part of that heritage. So yeah, definitely something you have to see whenever you come down here. The Canal Quarter in Birmingham is known for its sort of vibrant sort of nightlife. There's loads of bars and restaurants, so if you come during Birmingham and you're here during the night, make sure you visit the quarter to grab some food and grab a drink or two. If you've never been to Birmingham before and you need another reason why to visit Birmingham, then the Commonwealth Games are happening here next year, and we have an official time counter here for it, just behind the library. I mean, the library looks astonishing. I've never seen a library so wonderfully designed, and it's in the middle of Centenary Square, which, as you can see, just looks very nice. I'm guessing it's been done up recently because the previous times I've been here it's never looked this nice. So we're just walking down to Victoria Square, and then to the left of us we have Birmingham Museum, which is free to enter. So if you're into your arts and stuff and history, then make sure you go down there. And we also have another fountain behind us. I think Birmingham's got a lot of fountains, doesn't it? Yeah, it's like
3.
Yeah, and in the space of about 5 minutes, so maybe Birmingham's trying to modernise itself. We've just got to Victoria Square, which is obviously named after Queen Victoria. This whole square's got loads of classical buildings in it, all sort of government related, council related. This square turns into a massive Christmas market during Christmas, so if you do come down here during Christmas time, obviously make sure you check it out. And yeah, it's just a very nice place to chill, and obviously being summer, there's loads of people out here, and this weather is just so beautiful today, as I've said previously. So if you love your coffee, one thing you have to do when you come to Birmingham is come to Tim Hortons. If you haven't heard of Tim Hortons, it's a very famous coffee shop in Canada. I'm not sure if you can find it in any other countries. Unfortunately, they don't have one in London, so you have to come all the way to Birmingham to try it. And there's also a few Tim Hortons in other cities around the UK. I mean, we've been there plenty of times in the past and we love it. I mean, what would you recommend people get?
They do like this iced coffee thing. It's really nice. I can't remember its exact name. And they also have those little Timbits, which is like little donuts. It might be a little bit too sweet for some people, but they're quite nice.
I mean, it is very sweet, but guilty pleasures, right? Birmingham also has the largest Primark in the world. I know it doesn't look that big from the outside, but I've been assured by my sister it's massive inside.
Yeah, I think because the bits on the left and the right are also part of Primark, so that's why.
And apparently it has themed cafes. There's about 3 or 4, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like, I remember one of them was like the Disney one. There was like a Disney cafe in there.
So yeah, I guess coming to Primark can be like a family day out, which is words I never thought I'd ever say. One of my favourite shows of all time is Peaky Blinders, which is based off a real gang that used to exist around Birmingham in the earlier 20th century. If you're a big fan of the show like myself, you have to visit the Peaky Blinders pub nearby New Street Station. There's loads of Peaky Blinders related artifacts around here, and yeah, it's just a must visit if you're a fan. So we've just stopped over at Copter Libanese for a spot of lunch in Grand Central. Let's get my sister's opinion.
Well, it's the first time I've been here, and I'm quite impressed. I quite like the grilled stuff that's going on over here, and they give you a lot for your money as well. So I recommend it.
Grand Central is right next to Birmingham New Street Station, which is the main station into Birmingham. It's also right next to Bullring, which is a massive shopping centre, one of the largest in Europe. There's been a market there for the past 800 years, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently.
Market?
Yeah, where Bullring is.
Oh, I know there's been a Christmas market like nearby every Christmas.
Yeah, but yeah, anyway, there's Bullring and Grand Central are like the main shopping centres in Birmingham, and they make up the brunt of Birmingham city centre. So if you come to Birmingham, you just have to like visit one of them. You don't get the full Birmingham experience unless you come to one of the 2 shopping centres. There's loads of food stores, there's loads of shopping outlets, so yeah. So I've just left Birmingham city centre and come to the village of Bourneville, which is where Cadbury World is located. As you can probably guess, Cadbury World is where all the Cadbury chocolates are made. In fact, the village of Bourneville was built by Cadbury, the Cadbury family, for the people who worked in the factory. Cadbury World is about a 15-minute drive from Birmingham city centre, and you can also go inside. It's £19 for adults and £15 for children. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm just walking around the edge of the factory, and yeah, you can really smell the chocolate being made. It's such a thick smell, and it's really sweet. In fact, it's making me crave chocolate myself, even though I'm really full right now. So before I sign out of this video, I just wanted to say the best way to come to Birmingham is probably via public transport. I mean, getting the train into New Street, and then you can get a day saver ticket, which will take you around on the buses the whole day for about £4 or £5. However, if you do plan to drive in like I did myself today, then there's loads of car parks around the city centre. I parked in the Arcadian car park today, which is about £12 for 10 hours, which isn't too bad considering you can park right in the middle of the city centre. So that's something I recommend you doing if you do plan to drive in. I hope you guys have been inspired by this video and will visit Birmingham soon. And as always, make sure you support the channel, subscribe and like if you haven't already. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.